gonna say when they see me pouring some mud? Oh, then gets empty.
The last time I not recorded, oh my god. I meant the last time I reviewed a Minecraft mod was 9 years ago, and if you look at my channel, that would be the web display mod for, I forget which version it was. And with that, I did a lot of stuff with like redstone, very little stuff with redstone. I've done a lot more lately with it now. Like redstone was just laggy back then, still is technically. They have fixed, there has been a few updates that have been helping this a lot. But today I'm going to show you what happens when Minecraft logic system itself gets rewritten. So this mod is called Alternate Current by Spacewalker. This is a deep dive mod review for this. So it's not really showing you guys on like what you can do with this mod. This mod is a server-based mod, so if you are like a Minecraft server owner, this mod actually will work, and people do not need to have it downloaded so it works for them. You can see up in top corner I have server TPS, the MSPT, which I'll explain what those are in a second, and my FPS counter, which I'm going to actually make sure I have my thing actually set correctly. Yep, so my max frame rates I have right now, it's 250. My brightness is at this. So this is all my stuff. I do use... Okay, so yep, this is if... So yeah, I have reduced frame. So I do have a few mods that help me with this stuff. So if you want to see what the mods are, this is the actual mod. Here's all the mods I actually have that will help. And a lot of times these mods are just what I normally play with anyways. So a lot of these are client-based. Anyway, so like the apple skin is just for food-wise. So yeah, it does not add. So let me show you. It does not add any hot, like you can see, it does not add anything into the redstone or anything. All it does is it changes how the redstone works in the actual game. So you can tell, like, as something as simple as this. So if we do something like this, I'm gonna get rid of that. So, see? So, it changes this. That's what it's doing. So, Minecraft runs at 20 ticks per second. You can see that up in the top left corner of my screen right now. That's in green to 20.0. And then that's what normal Minecraft is. Then the other one is MSPT, which is milliseconds per tick, which right now is 1 for me. And that is because of what's with everything that's normally your world would not be that bad, but you want to stay under 50 so your game can keep up. So 50 milliseconds per tick, which will help out a lot. So I'm gonna do this world twice. So I'm gonna show you guys what this is without this mod on. So everything will be the same. Like I will even have everything be the exact same. I'm just gonna turn off the mod in a second. So I'll be right back. All right, I am right back. That was probably just a half a second for you guys. It took me like 2 minutes. So you can now see that my MSPT thing is actually jumping up and down. So if you guys saw what it looked like before. So I'm just... That doesn't really show that much of what's going on, but yeah, I made quite a bit of stuff. So this is something that would do it. You can see how you can kind of tell, oops, how that is working. I'm going to show you guys how that looks without. So I have the mod now turn on. You can tell the difference. Like, MSPT thing is not changing at all. I'm going to actually do all these, like, normal little things. Quick question. Yeah, it doesn't seem that big of a difference in, like, this kind of scale. But you'll see when it does make a difference. So I built this whole world using this mod. So I don't know what's going to actually happen when I don't use the mod for the last part I'm going to do. But here's the torch towers. I'm going to do all 3 of them so you guys can see. See, they're pretty simple actually. So that's all what it does. It doesn't do much, but that will make a difference. Like when you make something like that's huge, like these are very small towers, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 high. So like what you can see over there is something that will actually be huge difference for me. And then here's this. This is actually a good test, so you can... See, it doesn't write up too much. I have a really beefy computer, so I don't know what's going to actually happen when I don't do it. So I'm going to quickly switch over to the other version, the version that does not have it, so you guys can see. Okay, here it is. So now I have the thing on, and you can actually see the difference. I have not reached up to that high. I just noticed the thing jumped up to 3. So that doesn't change it. So I do have a few mods that do help with like lag wise. So that's how that's working. But this is a good test one. You can see the differences. This is a really good the difference between the two. Because before it was actually a constant difference stream, like, so that's one of the biggest ones. If you could tell that something like this, you can't. Yeah, see, that's actually a good point with this one. So this mod allows you to like actually have everything, because I do know for some redstone creations it requires you to make sure everything's even. And just to show you something, this creation does go through a chunk, so that's why it's being weird like that. If it did not go through a chunk, it wouldn't be as bad. But since it goes through a chunk, it actually does that. It's weird. That's just one of the things with Minecraft. So yeah, that's what happens with that. And it's actually really easy to tell when you do something like this. So the difference. Like this. Because this is what I normally use for a repeater that's not a hopper clock. But if I quickly switch over to the other version, and now you can see the difference. You can see my MSP thing is going straight down. When I just joined this world, it was at 6, which for me is really nothing. But you can now see this is actually a constant. Because one of the biggest issues with this is if you did something like this, it can like break it. Like I've done that by accident, like doing something just like this. I forgot how I break it. I think it was like doing this, which is something I normally do anyways. But you can see the difference is with that. I'm trying to not have my world lag, so I'm going to make sure I turn off everything because what's going to actually happen really bad is these. So I have the mod on right now. This stuff is designed to be laggy. Like, it's actually, these things right over here are designed to be laggy. Like, you can see the flashing red lights. And I think the problem is, I think this version, yeah, that's what I thought. So if I didn't have the mod, I'm pretty sure the light would be flickering. I do not remember if they do or not. I'm going to actually quickly switch over to... I'm actually going to make sure I show you guys everything before I switch over to show each one. Like right now, my thing is like, I'm flying around and I get 1. So I'm going to just turn this on so you guys can see. Let's see. Like you can see the difference. So yeah, the highest I've seen on this is probably 2. These will probably actually crash me. I'm not trying to crash my game, but some of these will just crash me because I'm actually trying to make them crash. Okay, so I'll be right back to switch over to the other version. So now I'm gonna do... Okay, I'm guessing you guys just saw that. Like I just started recording back again, and the thing hit 5. Like you can see, I was not reaching this number with this mod before. So what I'm going to do is something that's really dumb. So I'm going to show you guys all the lag machines without the mod first. And yes, I do purposely have everything set on a thing. This is something a little bit different. So I have 3,456 watermelon slices in here. This is meant for like to be a farm style. This is all in one chunk. So something like this will... So I have this hopper locked. I'm guessing if you put redstone on a hopper, you can actually lock it. Most people did not know that. But if I unlock it, it's not going to do much. This won't do that much, actually. But it will end up lagging. Like, if you have a lot of these, this will lag. Because what's going on with this, I think this one might help, but I don't know for a fact. But I do know a way to help this out a lot. Is each time... So this one is searching all of these items. So that's why I'm not getting that much lag from this at all, because it's melons, and I don't have a bunch of these running, but like if you have a bunch of these running that is like transferring like from a melon farm and it's transferring like this to like another chest, it will end up trying to, so each one of these is searching for anything around it. So it's searching from where this one is pointed into it and on top. Like it's always searching on top. So like if I threw this in, see, lever's gone. Lever should come in here in a moment. But to fix that issue is to do this. Because this will allow, so composter has a single item in it. Like it only holds bone meal. That's all. I'm actually pretty sure the proper way to do this is actually fill each one. But if you like fill each one almost to the top, it should actually help out a lot with lag. Especially if you have like machines that are taking up a lot of stuff. I'm going to turn off both of these because my lever should be back here. So like this one, if I throw this lever right here, see? It doesn't pick it up. That's actually probably a good proper way to explain it. This is the part where I'm scared at. Okay, so here's a hopper clock, which is just to push a block. That's all. This is just meant to be a hopper clock. You can see it doesn't do much, but it is noisy. So you can tell that it's just noisy, but that's what that does. This won't really lag you out too much, but if you have too many of these, it will. And the reason is actually because of this. This would be probably last. This is something a little bit different. So there's different kinds of lag per one. So I'm still using the version that does not have the mod on it. I'm pretty sure. Just give me 2 seconds to make sure. Yeah. So I'm not using the mod at all. So, and this won't help with mods. So I'm going to actually switch this over to a lever. Okay, so this is an entity. And if you're wondering what's going on, is I just have a command block that's dropping melons. So I have a very beefy computer, so this might take a while. So I'm going to let this run for a few, like a minute or two. So yeah, I'll let this run for a minute. Okay, so I've let this thing run for 5 minutes. You can tell the MSPT thing has gone down a little bit. Like my frame rates have actually been dropping. So this is going to turn off for a second. I don't know how many entities this actually is. But this is what happens when you get like entity lag, which if I had like somebody else on this thing, like if I was not on my computer, this would be a lot worse. So, oh, I meant to burn it. See? Like for me, that did nothing because even with me not, I don't even have the mod on, and I just have a really good computer just in general, so that's why that didn't really bother mine. Then here's the one that I'm actually scared of. That one should have actually crashed me. So what this one does is something a little bit different. So, okay, yeah. So this is an observer layout, which I think if I do it correctly, I'm gonna // replace. Ooh. Give me a second. Ow. Okay. Oh, wait. Barrier. Okay. If you're wondering what I just did, I just switched everything over to the barrier blocks. Because what this allows you to do is actually see everything. So this is 24 by 12. So each layer is 24 observers with one piece of redstone. This will actually like me. Like, I'm almost positive this will. So you can see each one. So for me right now, this thing is reaching to 1.5 with it. Oh, almost 2. This for me, I have, like, if you see that, like, if I look over here, it will drop, but as soon as I look back over here, it goes back up. So that's what that one does. I'm gonna actually turn on the thing so you guys can see it again. All right. So I'm back here. I turned back on the mod. I'm guessing each time you open up the world, it does this. So I do have the thing now turned on, which I'll show you what happens now. I'm pretty sure I have the mod turned on. Yeah, I do. Oh, there it goes. It's actually... Okay, so you can see it's actually dropping down pretty low. I would have to find, like, a better thing for me to test this with. Trust me, it is not easy to find an actual lake machine that you want to do on yourself. So yeah, you can see the MSPT thing. For me, I've never had it really go that high. I think if I'm wondering. So that's what that's doing. I'm turning that off before it actually crashes me. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, I did everything else. These two things are something different, which the mod does not matter. This is one thing that you can tell. It is actually a lot smoother. I will be saying that with how this mod works, I will be actually... Ah. What I think of this mod, it's actually pretty good. Like, my MSP thing, actually, I think I've actually decreased it. I am going to try something very soon. Like, I'm going to jump on a Hypixel in a moment just to see if that makes a difference. I want to see if there is anything else. Yeah, I'm going to quickly jump over to a Hypixel. I did finally fix my one problem with Hypixel. Okay. game. I need to get to a game that. Trying to figure out which game would be the best for this. Build battle, no. Okay, this is a good one. Housing. Do I know what I'm doing? No. But here, this is actually a good way to test. You guys can see on the top corner now, for me in a server, so unlike me in like a normal, like just normal world, I was like at 1. Here, I think I also have this so players don't show too. Yeah. So now I have players on. So you can see the server TPS. And this is just Hypixel's. Actually, you know what? Random house. I somehow ended up in a prison. So here. So this is a good way to test it. So Hypixel bed wars like this can be very laggy. Should be laggy. I don't know why it's not. Normally it is. But it's not for me right now. And you guys can see like how many people are joining it. Like you can see, just join. I have no idea what that's from. But yeah, so that is how. I don't really play Bed Wars that often. But this is what this mod does. It allows the redstone to work better in servers. Actually, if anything, I think it actually even helps if you're in just like a normal server, I think. I don't know. It like I have the mod on right now, like you can see it is on. Thing did say it was a server mod, but I don't know if there is. So that's new. Sorry, I'm just looking at the new Hypixel stuff. But so yeah, I'm gonna leave Hypixel. So what I will say, this thing does actually run really well. Like I think Hypixel is a good server just to run it base on. But like if you have your own server and you want to make sure players don't like lag out, this is a really good mod for it. So see you guys in the next video. Bye.